Hi, I'm David. Want to play? Well, if you do, you're in for a treat for today's review. I'm David, this is Terrible Reviews, and if you like all things horror related, make sure you hit that follow button. Today we're going to be reviewing Child's Play 2. Now, this movie does hold a special place in my heart. It's the first horror movie that I ever remember watching, and I think it might be the first one that I ever did watch. When I was about 7 or 8, my parents had it on in the bedroom and let me come and watch it with them. So, that's how I ended up like this. But without further ado, let's see if it still holds up and get into the review. Terrible review. Okay, well, I still really enjoyed this movie, but I do feel like it lost a little bit of the first movie's edge. So, let's get into the scores and find out why. Starting off with terror, is this movie scary? I think it absolutely is still scary, almost as scary as the first one, but it does lose a little bit of its edge with its colorful palette and more childlike tendencies in this one. But that being said, I'm still going to give it a 3 out of 5 for terror. Now, onto the effects. How are they in this movie? Honestly, a little bit better, but also a little bit worse in some cases. And what I mean by that is the animatronic for Chucky looks amazing in this. It is a big improvement from the first movie, a lot more expressive, a lot more terrifying, but some of the unalivings in this movie are pretty tame in comparison to the first movie. That being said, I do really love the advancements that they made with the animatronic, and there are a lot of unalivings in this movie that still look amazing. So overall, I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 5 for effects. Now onto the story. We get Andy again, and my goodness, this child actor did it again. He absolutely carried this movie, and honestly, his foster sister Kyle is also amazing, and their chemistry in this movie is awesome. Moving from a parental figure to a more older sister character helping Andy in this one, who honestly does kind of believe him, but is still a little bit skeptical, but not as much as the other adults in this movie. It was definitely a little bit of a change of pace, but we still do get that dichotomy of just the adults not believing Andy, even though he's already went through this once. So I did kind of dislike that, but it definitely makes up for that with the amount of Chucky that we get in this one. It starts from the beginning with him, and it goes throughout the movie, so this one was definitely a step above the first one in that aspect, as we don't have to do as much second guessing with Chucky trying to hide. He comes out pretty quickly in this one, so that was definitely an improvement. And again, the colorful palette in this movie works really well for what it's going for. It's going for more of that childlike perspective, and I really enjoyed that with this movie. So overall for the story, I am going to give this one a 4 out of 5 as well. And lastly, was Child's Play 2 fun? I absolutely think so. Again, a little bit of my childhood is speaking here, but this movie is a blast. It's a lot more colorful than the first movie, but it still has that edge to it. It doesn't lose it all going into this one. So I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 5 for fun. I think you'll have a blast, especially if you like the first movie as well. This one is just as good, but was Child's Play 2 terrifying or terrible? I would have to say this one is certified terrifying. Have you seen Child's Play 2? If you have, let me know what you thought in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next review.